How are you, everyone? In this video, we learn about overload through diagram. This is a sign of overload and relay sign. This sign of relay. This is a stop button. And this is a start button. This is stop. And this is start. Here is your motor. Three phase. UVW. Here is a neutral wire. Here is a line. This is the control supply of overload. This is a line wire. Here is control supply to 20 volt AC. First I take phase wire to the stop button. This is the sign of relay. This is the diagram of overload. Always control supply to 24 volt. This is the sign of relay. Neutral goes to direct with the one end of relay. This is A1. Then this point is A2. Air three phase motor. UVW. router supply goes to direct this A2 terminal, and line wire goes first stop button, then goes to start button. When you press the start button, then your supply goes to A1 terminal. This is A1, this is A2. This is the overload. This is the phase L1, L2, L3 through main breaker. L1, L2 and L3 are Y, B, red, yellow, blue, three phase wire. This L1, R1 goes to this point, and this wire L2 goes to this point, and L3 goes to this point. When this is your stop button, and this is your start button. Now this is close, and this is normally open. Stop button always normally close, and start button always normally open. This time start button, this is start button, and this is stop button. This is start button, and this is stop. When you pressing this start button, this supplies goes to this A1 terminal. Then this relay energize your these three terminal, one, two, three. This terminal will close, and your supplies goes to your motor UVW. This is a three phase. Three-phase motor. When you press this start button, your supply goes to this relay terminal A1. When your relay is energized, then this contact one, one, two, two, three, three. These terminal will close, and your supply will goes to your motor. This is the overload. Overload relay. When your motor hard, your overload will trip the motor, and your motor will be safe. In this way, you control your motor with overload. Now I make a latching circuit. How to make a latching circuit? This is the stop button and this is the start button. Stop, start. Here is a line wire goes to stop button and goes to start button. After you pressing this start button, this supply goes to A1 terminal. This is a A1. This is a A2. A2 always common. Hi, how are you everyone? This is a line wire. Goes to stop button. After stop button, this wire goes to start button. Then goes your relay terminal A1. This is the A1 of relay terminal and this is the A2. This is the circuit of latching circuit. Batteries. Combination of cell. What is a battery? Battery combination of cell is called battery. Of cell combination of cell is called battery. Battery may be 4 volt, 6 volt, 12 volt. Cell. Cell convert chemical energy into electrical energy. Convert chemical energy into electrical energy. How you can series and parallel your battery? 12 volt. 100 ampere hour. This is the battery of 12 volt. This same battery 12 volt. Here is 100 ampere hour, 100 ampere hour each. How you can अगर आपको चाहिए 24 वोल्ट तो ये 12 वोल्ट की बैटरी है और ये भी 12 वोल्ट की बैटरी है. दिस इज अ 12 वोल्ट बैटरी एंड दिस इज द सेम 12 वोल्ट बैटरी. If you require 24 volt, you connect this negative wire to the positive wire. Here and this 24 volt. When one battery negative connect to the other battery positive, and these two terminal, this is the negative and this is the positive. Here you get 24 volt. This is the series connection. Negative, first battery negative connect to the other battery positive. Now you have 24 volt 100 ampere hour. This is the connection of series connection. This is not parallel. This is series. And if you require parallel connection of battery, you connect positive terminal of one battery to the other battery positive terminal this way. This is the battery 12 volt. This is the positive terminal and this is the negative terminal. And this is the another battery. This is the positive terminal and this is negative terminal. This is same 12 volt. If you have required 12 volt 200, you connect this positive to positive, negative negative. Now you get 12 volt and 200 ampere hour. Battery definition combination of cell. Cell, what is a cell? Cell is a chemical energy convert into the electrical energy. In this battery 12 volt and this battery 12 volt, if you have required 24 volt, you connect these 12 volt, these 12. This is first battery of negative and this is the other battery of positive. When you connected one battery negative and other battery positive, now you get 24 volt. This terminal, this is a negative terminal and this is the positive. And this way you get, this is the series connection. Now you get 24 volt and 100 ampere hour. If you have two batteries, you required 200 ampere hour and 12 volt. You connect your first battery negative to the other negative and positive to the positive other battery, and this way you get 12 volt 200 ampere hour. Thank you. This is the sign of relay. This is A1 terminal and this is A2 terminal. These three are line wire L1, L2, L3. When this energize this relay, then these contact will close and your supply through overload to three-phase motor. This is the auxiliary contact. This is a 95 and this is 96. This is normally closed type. When this energize, this contact open and this will close. 97 and 98 will close. And this is number 13 and 14. Same, when this energize, this terminal 13 and 14 will close. And another, this is A1 terminal, A2 terminal. Here I show this is the relay. This is the A2 terminal. This is the A1 terminal. Neutral wire goes to this, and this is A1 through stop button and start button. This is a stop button, and this is the start button. Line wire. When you pressing this button, this is close. Stop button always close, and this is start button. START. Start. When you press this button, your supply goes to this A1 terminal. When this A1 terminal energize, then here is power circuit. This, when you pressing this button, start button, this energize. This is the circuit of three-phase motor. But when you press start, this will energize. When you release this button, your this coil will de-energize. I make a latching circuit. This is the 13 and 14. I take this stop button to this, and this wire goes to this. आपके पास ये रिमोट है और आपको इसमें लाइट नॉर्मल नहीं दिखती। अगर आपने अपना रिमोट चेक करना हो, इफ़ यू हैव चेक योर रिमोट, तो इसको आप कैसे चेक करेंगे? अगर आपने अपने रिमोट को चेक करना हो, इफ़ यू हैव चेक रिमोट, you on your camera and your remote, AC remote, TV remote, put your camera point, you press this button. This is infrared light. You can never see your normal eyes. Now by pressing this button, this will this is a pressure switch. You can start stop your motor.